Running an e-commerce store is just as exciting as it is exhausting, and depending what season you're up to, you may be feeling like you're working extra hard to generate each sale that you're getting through your online store. So what if instead of focusing on generating more traffic through things like your paid ads, your influencer partnerships, and those sort of things, you can instead increase the average order value of each order being placed, which will also make all of this other hard work even more rewarding. So today I want to run through 3 actionable tips with you that you'll be able to implement these things yourself. And usually these can be adapted to any e-commerce business model and will make a massive difference to your sales. So first up, let's talk about incentive thresholds. What this entails is adding a threshold for an incentive slightly higher than your current average order value, which by doing so will encourage customers to spend a little bit more than they previously would have done. People love to get more value for their money, and even though you might be asking them to spend that little bit extra than what they usually would, if they feel like they're getting more, that's all that matters. And in this case, offering things like free shipping or a gift or the free accessory when that threshold is met, that is the extra value that people are looking for. And if they're already making the purchase, they want your product already. You're just incentivizing them to take that action now and to make that additional step to increase their average order value. So for example, adding a free shipping threshold. So a great way to do this is, let's just say your average order value is $75. You might then set the incentive threshold to $80. And by doing this, people are going to take the step to add that additional item so they can then get that free shipping, whether it's free express shipping or standard, doesn't really matter. But let's just say you have to spend $15 for shipping, or you can add that additional product to cart that might cost, $20 or $30. Then they're almost thinking, okay, I'm getting this thing 50% off. So let's say it was a $30 item, shipping was going to be $15. Now I add that to cart. Oh, cool. I've got this basically for 50% off. It's a win-win. They feel better that they've gotten that extra value, and you also feel better in that you've increased that average order value. And the second being, you can include things like free gifts or accessories that get added to someone's order if they meet that threshold. So let's just say, you might be selling summer dresses. Let's say your average order value is $90. They then add the 2 items to cart, and then they get the free accessory, whether it be a hat, a belt, a hair scrunchie, anything like that. Those additional accessories will help to drive up the average number of items that people are purchasing and the cart value. But if you want to go one step further, you could almost combine these 2 strategies. So let's say your average order value is $90. You want to get it to above $100, and you sell an accessory for $10 or for $12, $15, whatever it might be. Now, let's just say on average, someone's adding that one dress to cart. When they've taken that action, you prompt them with the ability to add an accessory to their order. Now that accessory again is that $10 or $15, $20. So if you make that super accessible for them and you show that if they add this accessory, they're then going to get free shipping, it's a no-brainer step to add that item to cart, because in the end, they're either getting that item basically for free, or B, they're going to feel like they're getting a great discount on that item because they've added that to cart, and it's going to be a massive discount on what they originally would have paid if it wasn't for that incentive. So what I'd suggest is you jump into your Shopify analytics, check out your average order value, and see how you can implement an incentive threshold to drive up that average order value. This is the number 1 key step, and also often you'll see even a ripple effect into your conversion rates too by having these sort of incentive thresholds in place, as people love to have that feeling of getting great value for the dollars they're spending. Now, just a hot tip, remember to feature these incentive thresholds in things like your announcement bar on your website, in the draw cart, so when you click add to cart, if you have that draw cart that slides out, or on the cart page. You need this to be very clear and visible to the customer. You don't want to hide it, as that could actually be a bit more frustrating, particularly if they find out after they place the order that they missed out on that value offering. So make sure it's super loud and clear, and there's no way they can miss it. But don't be spammy or annoying either. Don't just have 1,000 pop-ups showing up. Now, the second strategy is making complementary products more accessible to the customer. So what we want to do is add sections like add-ons, complementary products, or complete the look, and have these featured super clear and easily accessible on the product page itself, or to appear after the add to cart action has been taken. This helps customers to find the complementary products for the item they're wanting to purchase even easier without needing to scroll through the endless collections of product lists that you might have. So just like when you're at the supermarket, if you're looking at a product to get to the checkout and certain items are placed quite strategically on the shelves and you kind of see that item and you go, oh, maybe I'll take that too. Or, that's actually well positioned or well priced. I'm going to grab that and take that with me. What a deal. So we want to create that experience too, but on your online store. A great example of this as well in the e-commerce space is, let's say you're looking to buy a camera. Now, when you go to add that camera to cart, you're going to probably see suggested bag, battery, memory card, stand accessories, lenses, anything like that. And often these will be featured in a little frequently bought together section where you don't need to actually describe so much about the product. You don't actually need to describe so much what the product is that you're upselling there. You just need to feature the image, the main title, and a call to action being add to cart. Now, it's even easier when these products don't have variants to use, as it's just a single click add to cart. But if there are variants, try to make it as easy as possible. So if it's a color, maybe try to feature just the colored variant, have that add to cart. Otherwise, you can also have the different size options there, so they are also accessible during that stage without needing to open a pop-up or anything like that. So by implementing a section or component like this, you're really going to make it more convenient and more accessible for the customer to add these items to cart, where they're not needing to search through your whole product database. And that in return is going to help you increase your average order value, as they're going to complete all purchases through you because it's also easier and more convenient, rather than going to a different store and trying to chase the best deal. Remember, we want to give them everything they need in one place because people also value that, rather than needing to several orders, for instance, running to different stores. As there are a lot of Shopify apps and different tools you can use to implement this functionality if your theme doesn't currently allow it. And there are free and paid options, so don't worry about that. It's not like it's going to be a huge hit to your budget, and also manage it going forward as you add new products and adjust those recommendations depending on what's converting and what isn't working so well. And for number 3, in very similar context to number 2, we want to create bundles. So what this entails is grouping a selection of products together and basically offering a slight discount on the order if they purchase all those products as a single bundle. This makes it so much more appealing, as they feel like they're getting such a great deal, because as we mentioned, if you're going to buy a camera, you're probably going to need the case, the strap, the stand, the SD card, battery, etc. And if I can buy all of that and get a small discount, the benefit to the customer is that they're getting an amazing deal. The benefit to you is that they've just bought everything from your one place, where they might not have done that before. They might have thought, 1, super expensive, but 2, the ability to find all those products on your website, if it's not easy, they're probably going to get the SD card from Amazon or eBay or something like that. And same for the batteries, because you can find cheaper options out there. But if you have all of the premium products you have on offer in that one bundle, also get a slight discount, it's sort of a no-brainer. They're going to purchase it through you, and you're going to be very happy when you get that sale. Although another tactic for this is it can also help you to move old stock or just a few items that aren't moving so well. So you might often see this through things like either mystery or seasonal bundles, where let's take, for instance, we do a winter bundle. Now in this winter bundle, we might have a scarf, gloves, a beanie, and maybe a jumper. Now maybe the key item is the jumper, but you also have all these other accessories that aren't moving so well. So you might have the scarf, the beanie, and the gloves. So let's just say if it was a mystery box, you're probably putting in random items that match each of those categories, and they'll be getting it at a very good price. But the alternate is you have all those bundled together. So the jumper, the beanie, the scarf, the gloves, they then purchase everything. They might have only come to buy the jumper, but now they've purchased the 3 other items because they're getting it at such a good deal. But what it does is it differentiates you from having just, a clearance section or a massive on sale section. And instead the customer leaves feeling like they've got a lot of value from placing the order with you. And that shopping experience is so much greater because they're not just purchasing things on clearance, they actually value these items as full price normal items. They've actually got a discount on because they've bought the winter bundle. These can be a little bit hit or miss depending what the products are that you're actually on offer and the demand for them. But I think it's worth a try before you just throw up that clearance page or always on sale item page. So create a few bundles with popular products, a few clearance items or seasonal items, and promote it in your homepage, in the little banner announcement bar at the top, in your emails, social campaigns, anything like that, and see what traction you get, because you might be shocked by the difference it can make to help you keep that stock moving before you move on to the next season, and help you to keep that free space, whether in your storage unit, your warehouse, or in your spare bedroom where you currently have everything stocked. So depending where you're at, this is beneficial for everyone. So there you have it. To recap the 3 strategies, you have incentive thresholds, complementary products or add-ons, and product bundles. The idea is that all these 3 strategies are easy to implement yourself and things you can start implementing right away without needing to spend days or weeks planning. So take each of these approaches, give them all a try, maybe not all at once, but you can if you like, and see how you go. Remember, you have to continue testing. You can't just try it once and go, it didn't work. It might be the wording you use. It can be the products you have featured in the bundles or the complementary items. So don't get disheartened if it doesn't work straight away. You need to keep testing, as these are proven strategies that do work to help to increase that average order value. So if you found this video useful or have any questions, I'll be more than happy to help you. Come back after you've implemented a few of these strategies and tried it out, and let me know your results. I'd love to hear it, and we can even make further videos on any of these questions you might have, whether it be the plugins or tools to use, or more in-depth analysis of how to display the incentives or where to feature them on the website. So let me know, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.